All right, last question, bro. So recently you made a post about people trying to be cool with you over the years and they find some common ground with you and the stuff they talk to you about is weird, like them cheating on their wives or girlfriends
Yes.
or not taking care of their kids. And you don't respect any of that because you're a man of discipline, you know, and your father wasn't really around when you were growing up. So you know how hard that is. I really respected what you said in this post, you know, all of it, because especially about taking care of your kids, because when little boys are left without a male role model to teach them how to be a man, it's real detrimental, bro. You know what I'm saying? And you're talking generational curses, you know what I'm saying? Generational trauma,
Correct.
basically, you know. What made you come out and say this?
Because as a human, because first of all, yes, I'm an artist, but I'm a human first. I'm a spirit, you know, inside of a physical body, just having a human experience, as we all are. So I don't define myself as an artist. I define myself as a spirit, you know what I'm saying? And it's like spiritually, I'm growing and I'm learning daily and I'm evolving. And so I find, you know, the more, the more that, the more that I realize who I am and who I've always been, I just don't want to tolerate or even let people think that I tolerate certain things that are against my moral compass. You know, and I feel like a lot of times when you don't stand up for yourself or don't stand on your morals, it's almost like you co-signing immature or toxic or selfish behavior. It was a lot of times when I was younger, it was cats that was older than me that was doing shit that I never thought was cool. But it was because I was younger and I thought that they knew better than me simply because they were older than me and I didn't say nothing. You know what I'm saying? But maybe if I would have said something, it would have stopped them from doing the shit that they was doing. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it was some cats, you know, and I think, you know, I just was telling somebody the other day, you know, maturity doesn't come with age. It comes with the acceptance of responsibility. And it's a lot of grown motherfuckers out there that's still very immature and young in their mind.
Ooh,
You know?
say it, preach, bro.
So it was important for me to put that out there because it's like, yeah, like a lot of time, especially as men, like dudes will come up to you like maybe because because I rap as a profession, right? And whatever perspective people have of being a rapper, they'll say like
Machismo.
yeah, I know you fucking them hoes. It's like that's not who I am though. So I'm not connecting with you on that sentence. You feel me? I have long outgrew fucking them hoes. Like, you know what I'm saying? I have long outgrew that phrase being cool to me. I've long since outgrown feeling like we should connect over how many women we have sex with. I think that, dog, if you still doing that shit after a certain age, it's immature, it's stupid, and it's childish. Like, you know what I'm saying? For me, it's like, yo, man, oh shit, man, my baby mama tripping on dog. I don't feel you. I don't fucking connect with you on that. I don't, and I'm going, if you ask me for real, I'm gonna fucking say some shit that you probably not gonna like because it's like, I think by doing that, bro, for so long, I feel like, whether it was going to private school or whether it was liking pro wrestling, whether it was liking comic books and living in the hood, it was a lot of times that I was shamed for being me, just being who the fuck I was, which is just a cool dude with a big heart that fucking like I'm a people person. I'm a nerd, like you know what I'm saying? I'm a musician, you know what I'm saying? I always been a sucker for love, like you know what I'm saying? Like even in my days where I was promiscuous because I felt like I thought that's what I was supposed to do. In those years that I was still learning myself, like you know what I'm saying? But even when I didn't feel right. I'm gonna keep it real. It's some groupies out there that probably got some funny ass Jon Connor stories. Because after it went down and me and her was laying in the bed, I was probably saying some shit like, man, why did we do this, man? And then the girl, like, that's real. That's real shit. And there's probably some groupies out there that's like, I fucked with Jon Connor and you ain't gonna believe what this nigga saying. Like, yeah, because you wanna know what? Because it was many times, and I'm gonna keep it so real because you opened up Pandora's box, like, of who I am. Because I gotta say this shit, dog. These platforms are important. These interviews are gonna live longer than us, man. So I gotta say these type of things. Dog, it would be times like if I'm on the road, and like I said, I have promiscuous moments, but that just wasn't who I was. But I can remember times like, okay, let's say I'm in like Indiana or some shit like that. and I'm fucking around with a little chick or whatever the case may be. And we fuck around. We laying there. Do you know what I'm hearing the whole night, bro? I'm hearing I'm hearing her fucking phone vibrate because it's some dude in Indiana that's fucking in love with her, dog. He's in love with her. And she's sitting there laying there fucking with me and I'm leaving town tomorrow. I'm like, damn, what if I was that dude? What if I was that fucking dude blowing her fucking phone up, sending her text messages? You said you was gonna be home at 12. You ain't home yet. Are you okay? Or did something happen? Meanwhile, she getting piped down by some fucking rapper.
Yo.
I didn't feel good about that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I felt my conscience used to be eating me a fucking alive. And I used to be like, damn, I don't really know her like that, but I know this scenario and I don't feel good about it. I don't want to be some story. I don't want to be the reason some fucking dude or get his heart broke and shit. I don't want to be that story. So it's like, man, it was important for me to say that because it's like, I don't want dudes to think, or I don't want anybody to think that I agree with or I'm down with like immature behavior, and don't use that as a way to try to bond with me. Bond with me over the things that make you you. Come at me with who you really are, and I'm gonna come to you with my authentic self, and then we can meet in the middle. But no, don't generalize me because you think I'm a rapper and you're assuming what my life is. You don't fucking know my life, dog. You just assuming I'm out here fucking random females. No, I'm not. Actually, I love love. As a matter of fact, I'm in love right now. I'm dating to marry. Fucking even it was about to get crazy. But I'll stop right there. But it's like, find out who the fuck I really am. And I'll find out who the fuck you really are. And let's meet in the middle and then let's find common ground. But don't generalize me, dog. Like, don't put me in no fucking box, man.
You know, it's crazy that you say this, right? Because like, I feel like because society really values or over emphasizes alpha males.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like that those kind of stereotypical behaviors that come along with making a man powerful and stuff like that, or having a lot of women, you know what I mean? Like showing their strength by beating up people or just like those type of things, right? And like you, in a lot of different ways, you're like on the opposite side of that. You know, where you don't like believe in like fucking a lot of girls, like you said, or you know, or like just fighting for the fuck of it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Or like doing those type of things.
So I would definitely like to say, I feel like I have a healthy masculine energy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe like toxic masculinity is the shit where it's like beat my fucking chest off, fuck a bunch of chicks, dog, I'll beat somebody at. It's like that's toxic dumb
But that's
shit.
what I'm
That's
saying,
stupid.
though. Like society teaches us that
right.
that's the
Society
right,
teaches, yeah. Right. And so I'm saying, and so I'm agreeing with your point. You know what I'm saying? Right. That society teaches us that. And I had to learn what healthy masculinity was. It's like knowing that if you run into a situation and you could talk it out with somebody, it takes more to use the muscles in your brain than to just mindlessly punch a motherfucker because you don't have the intellectual vernacular to meet somebody where they are on a maturity level. So since I don't understand you, I'm gonna hit you. That's the dumbest shit ever. To me, what makes you a man is if you intellectual. If you're smart enough to talk to somebody, even though that y'all have differences, y'all can find some common ground and solve problems like that. To me, being a man is having the discipline to stay fucking committed and stay loyal and faithful to one woman in a marriage. It's fucking immature and childish and little boy shit that you can't control your dick long enough to where you would throw away like the mother of your kids. You would risk getting a divorce and half your shit getting taken. You don't have enough fucking discipline of your dick, dog, like to be able to stay loyal and stay focused to one woman. That's how easy it is to defeat you, dog. You send a bad bitch with a fat ass in the room and you'll throw it all away. That's not man shit. These motherfuckers that don't know how to control. And I'm sorry, ladies, I meant bad bitch in a very positive way. But what I'm saying is like, not knowing how to control your dick don't make you a man. That make you a little boy to me. That's the shit we used to do in high school. Ooh, man, how many numbers you get? That's the shit we did when we was 18. I remember I seen something where Muhammad Ali said, if you still thinking the same way at 28 than you did when you was 18, I say you wasted 10 years of your life. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, for real. So you did. If you still thinking the same way, dog, I don't know what to tell you. And some of you motherfuckers is in your 50s still thinking the same way you did when you was 18, and I don't respect it.
Guys won't wife up a hoe, right? You won't marry like a hoe, right? But you'll throw away your whole, your kids, your family, your wife for one, because you start fucking with one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you ruin a whole situation. You ruin their lives over it. And it's terrible.
The whole shit.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Terrible.
You know?
Like, that's crazy to me. That's insane. And bro, you ever tried to, and I'm speaking on my past. Like I said, I'm very much in love right now. I very much feel like I have found my wife, like at this point. So I'm talking about past experiences. But have you ever tried to have multiple women? That shit is a headache. Do you know how many fucking, where you been? Where you at? You fucking that bitch? You fucking that bitch? Why you fucking that bitch? I saw you out. My homegirl said I saw. What the fuck? That's a headache. Who would choose that? Why do you, I see it like, if you ain't got some shit like Neo where everybody agrees on it and it's a very mature, everybody's on the same page type thing, then I don't get it. I don't get why you would want to live your life sneaking around and like, that's just weird shit to me.
Well, I mean, in the culture today, when it comes to women too, is very toxic about like how much dudes need to be making, how much, what they need to cover, all that stuff like that. So most dudes is broke. They can't afford it anyways. You know what I'm saying?
Lord, it's tough.
Right. But what I was gonna also say to you though, you know, the whole not being able to communicate to someone, because so many fights start over miscommunication, the dumbest shit, like insecurities. Why you looking at me like that for? For no reason, right? You know what I'm saying? Like over the dumbest things. And it's like, because as boys, we're taught from a young age, we cannot communicate our true feelings, right? You have to express it in anger instead of crying and stuff like that, because you're supposed to be a man. You know what I'm saying? And that affects you later on in life, because then what do you hear from your woman? Oh, he don't talk to me. He don't tell me how he really feels and stuff like that. Like, I don't know what's going on with him. You know, this stuff is like passed on, bro. It's a real issue. And if you could just talk to somebody clearly and be like, look, I don't like that you did this or whatever and stuff like that, you could squash it really easy, or at least it not have to end in a situation where people could lose their life. Or, you know what I mean? Somebody had to be in jail and it trickles down to their family. Just, it's a lot of shit. So I really respect what you're saying. But was there one particular situation that finally like just set you off? Like where you was like, I got to put this shit out, this message out? Like, was there a fan that reached out to you and was all like, yo, I'm doing this or whatever? He was like, what, why are you telling me this?
It just, man, I can't remember what set me off that day. But it just was a lot of times where I feel like I say, being a man, as a lot of times dudes thought that I thought things that they were doing was cool, and it wasn't. Like times a motherfucker be cheating on their wife and show me pictures of the mistress and shit, like in their phone. Like, I don't want to see that shit. Your wife is actually kind of cool. Like, and I don't want to see that, and I don't think that that's okay. Like, just times like shit like that. Like, yeah, look at this bitch. Like, I don't fucking care. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not co-signing this shit, man. Like, you know, I'm not co-signing it. But it was a lot of times that scenario would happen. You know what I mean? So it's just like, man, I think that what made me post that or whatever, I don't know. I don't know what set me off that day, but I just know that always irked my spirit, that I felt like I couldn't say something in those. And no, like I said, that scenario that I just said, those type of things, man, like from when I was younger to now, it's like so many situations like that. Because that didn't even happen recently. That was some shit that happened to me a minute ago. But it's just like, I just kind of guess the water overflowed and I had to say some shit, man.
Right, man, and I'm already prepared for the comments on this interview clip for this part, because you know we probably gonna get a little roasted, but it's all right though. We
Hey, look, good. Hey, look, anybody that's roasting this part, Yup, I'm standing on it. I don't fuck with motherfuckers that cheat on their wife. I don't fuck with chicks that cheat on their husband. I don't fuck with this shallow ass culture of I'll just buy a wife and it don't work out and then I'll go buy another one. I don't fuck with the culture of being a sucker. I'm sorry. Listen, I'm a spiritual person, so it's so many motherfuckers that's being loud and proud about doing the devil's work. I have to be equally loud about doing God's work. So I will take whatever stones get thrown. If me standing up for morality get me roasted in the comments, bring it, dog. I want that. I love that. I'm not a fucking sucker. Like, if you get married, stay loyal to your wife. I'm down. If I'm gonna get roasted for this shit, I don't fuck with people that don't take care of their kids. So if you a dude and you don't take care of your kids, I don't fuck with you. If you a dude that complains about fucking having to pay child support, I don't fuck with you. Why? Because you're not supposed to be paying child support. You're supposed to be taking care of your kids anyway. So if that get me roasted in the comments, bring it the fuck on. I'm tired of people being loud for evil and nobody being loud for what's right. So I'll be loud for what's right.
Yeah, that's true, man. And I bet you, you know, the sad thing is, like, with hip hop media these days, especially, right? And it's like this clip that I put out, Jon Connor talks about toxic masculinity and the pitfalls, yada, yada, whatever I name it, right? It's not going to get as many views as if I put out some clip or something. And I'm not saying I'm going to do this, but Jon Connor talks about Dr. Dre beef, yada, yada, or something like that. It's always the bad stuff that really gets highlighted as far as like where people will click and pay attention to versus, you know what I'm saying, the jewels. And in this interview, I feel like you dropped a lot of jewels for people, whether it's morality, whether it's on the music industry, you know, just all types of things, you know? And I think that that's kind of the sad part about it, you know?
But look at it like this, man. The message is gonna find who it's for.
That's true.
And it's gonna be one person that watch and receive and get the message, and who knows what they gonna do with it.
Right.
And who knows, it's like, bro, it's our job to plant the seed and then let God do the rest. You know, it's not on us to dictate how many people or who sees it or who gets what. And all our job is to plant the seed and watch it grow. You know, so we putting it out there, so there it is, man.